So now we're gonna do something we're gonna talk about something that has nothing to do with sports at all. But I personally want to voice my opinion, and this whole story is going bonkers over these past couple of days. Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Okay, this one. Okay.
That's where I want to go.
Okay.
So Will Smith and the Oscars Sunday has created such a weird, just outcome and change of events all throughout social media, TikTok, Twitter. Everybody is going off on what had happened. And by now, do you know what the hell happened? There was a joke that was said about Jada. Will went up there and smacked the shit out of him. Whatever. Okay. Here's where this doesn't make sense to me, and a lot of people are saying this too. There's a lot of factors in here, so I'm gonna try to say some of the factors and say my reasoning. So the biggest factor is people are saying, well, they had an open marriage, so how could he do that, right? How could he, go humiliate himself, go do that to Chris Rock when they have an open marriage, and she's literally with other men. And I could get so dirty with that statement, but I'm not going to. She's with other guys, okay? The other factor is, he was laughing at the joke, but then she gave him a look, and it's like, oh, you should go do something about it. So then that's the factor. Then people are trying to say after that, oh, well, she's so controlling. This is on her. It's not so much as on him. That's just showing how broken he is. Is he broken then? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You don't do that on national television. And then there's more stories coming out now that I saw this morning that are saying, well, the Oscars last year was down 56% in viewership, which is the lowest it has ever been. That was last year. So why would we not stage this, okay? Where we stage this, where this is going to happen, this is going to create so much social attention.
Yes.
All the eyes from literally all around the world are going to be on it. And the Oscars are going to go right back up. And that's what happened. Then in the same clip that I saw, this guy was like, if this really wasn't staged, think about it. If this really wasn't staged and that happens, why is security not on stage right there? And I'm like, I actually love that point. I'm not saying I agree with it being staged, but I love that point. If he's literally getting smacked on stage, security's going to go up and just try to interfere. But Will Smith, you are a fucking fraud. You are unbelievable. If this was staged and you can just walk away from that, because if you saw, this dumbass was sitting there at the after party, drinking, having a good time, everyone's getting the videos, partying. Really? You're a fucking loser, and you are so lucky. You are so lucky that you won that award. You are so lucky because you had the opportunity to try to save your ass by talking about some bullshit. I was put here so I could protect people. No, you weren't. Don't try to say, he said love can make you do bad things. Really? Ugh. Did you love her when she was cheating on you too? Yeah, with that open-ass marriage?
Did.
You a liar. You liar.
I think situations like this, it's important to realize that these big celebrities, these even athletes are almost no different than we are.
I was just about to say,
just a little more talented. Because I'm one of those people, right? And I don't listen. You can take really good lessons from any situation, and I don't get mad at anybody that goes to Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and you know what I'm talking about. People that get a little deeper, oh, this happened because of this, and this is, and I have a tendency to do that sometimes. But sometimes you gotta be listen, bro, these guys are just fucking humans. First of all, you brought up a ton of good points. I don't want to completely reiterate, but first, one thing for me, guys, there's been a lot of sacrifices, a lot of things that have been put into place, a lot of people that have died, put themselves in near-death situations for two black men to be at the Oscars as celebrated as Chris Rock and Will Smith. Regardless of the females, what we've been through the past couple of years with YouTube, whatever, don't do that. You know what I mean? We just not really embarrassing ourselves, but guys, just don't do that. My next point. A lot of things can be saved if we just open our mouths. If we open our mouths when my wife's getting railed by August Alsina, we're never here. Right. And that's where I'm at. This is, I've never seen a situation more avoidable.
Yeah.
This situation. I just hope I'm kind of on the side of this has to be set up, in my personal opinion. There's a lot of things that just are weird. Will Smith just walked up on that stage and nobody, like you said, there was no security anywhere near. Like no one, we don't have a wide shot.
People thought it was they thought it was a bit. Like the crowd was laughing.
We don't have a
the crowd was laughing.
They were really laughing as he's walking up there.
They thought it was a bit.
We don't have a wide shot view, but that's a little alarming. The other thing that's alarming is that Will Smith was laughing. Now people said some people like nervously laugh and try to like play the part and like, oh, it's okay, and then he might have realized like, no, this is fucked up. Okay, still kind of telling. And then Chris Rock. Bro, you just told her absolutely like, and listen, I'm all cool with Chris Rock saying what he said, in my personal opinion. It was a deep joke. It was a very funny joke. It was a very pretty, not vulgar, but it was an attacking joke. It's no different than Peyton Manning going at people at the ESPYs. No different, guys. But I mean, hey, let's just shine a light on this because it got a little serious. You see a man that you just cracked a joke on his loved one. Now you have to know, like, you're in the street, you're at a bar, you're at the Oscars, you're at the ESPYs. If you make a joke attacking someone's loved one, you're liable to whatever they choose to do. It's just life. You see a man walking towards you, obviously not very happy that she just came out his wife, that is dealing with alopecia and she's not, like, you know what I mean? Some things she can't defend themselves on.
Yeah.
You stand there and almost lean forward.
He literally was like,
with your hands behind your back. Huh? Like, it just regular programming me. Like, if I say something funny to you and you start walking towards me, I'm not. It's not like I'm necessarily like, oh my God, Alex, but like I'm gonna like back up and be like, bro, you're good. Like,
I'm not gonna just sit there.
Is everything okay? Is everything okay here? I'm not just gonna take
he stuck his cheek out.
I'm not just gonna take.
He was like, you about to say something? Like
that's wrong, Matt. I like guys understand these. Like it's really good for a lot of people to like have their idols or role models go to situations where it's like, oh, okay, these guys are like, we're all idiots. We all make mistakes. This is perfect. Like, let's not judge this guy too much. Let's have fun. Let's laugh. Oh my God, I'm sidetracked. Twitter police, Instagram police, Snapchat police, TikTok police. Guys, social media is here so we can have fun. I'm going to make fun of Will Smith for this, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to make fun of Will Smith. If I did something like this, I would expect you guys to make fun of me. You know what I mean? I don't appreciate those people like, yo, I can't believe you're black. You're joking about the Will Smith situation. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. Guys, like, understandable, but like I'm here to have fun. I'm going to enjoy my life. You know what I mean?
And also, like, I'm not taking anything away from the joke. It was far-fetched, but
it was a funny joke.
Like, and we're trying to tie this to sports because that's what we talk about, but if we literally look back at the NFL honors, Patrick Mahomes,
great example. I didn't even say that.
Travis Kelce got shit on front row. That, you know, jokes about Joe Burrow wearing this, and then Pat came out in the second half and didn't know how to throw a football. That was literally the joke. And then everyone's like, ooh, and Travis Kelce's sitting there and he has got to take it. Think he wanted to walk up there and punch him in the face? 110%.
Right.
But that's what you sign up for. Then don't go. You're telling a comedian not to tell jokes? Like, I got to give a lot of credit for Chris Rock because you sat there and you took that. Like, if that was me, I'm swinging back. Like, you had to say calm, cool, collected, composed, alliteration, way to go, Alex. Like, you had to do that just so, because you're the host, because you're standing where the red X says, and you have your lines right in front of you, and you got the lights on you, you can't do anything. You're at a loss. Not me, dude. Like, that's why I made a tweet and I was like, Chris Rock, you are the real GOAT. Because you want to show that type of unprofessionalism on that stage in that moment, and then you literally leave that vulnerability to Chris Rock where he literally has his hands tied behind his back because he can't do anything back to you. That's dumb. That's dumb. And LAPD asked Chris Rock to press charges and he said no. He easily could have, and now the Academy is looking into it too. But I didn't see it live. I saw Will Smith win the award live, and then he was like, I hope the Academy has me back, like this and that. And I was like, what the hell is he talking about? And then like 2 seconds later, I see Twitter, and I see the video, and I instantly was just so mad. Like, so mad. That shit, like, and even still seeing this, like, the clips and the stuff that people were saying on Twitter, it still is, like, irking me. Like, I still, like, get pissed off about it, because I'm like, you're a fucking joke for that. You really, like... I don't think people are going to get, like, they shouldn't get over the fact that this actually happened.
Yes.
This happened. Like.
And the man that was railing my wife is just walking around public and, like, laughing
at you. Laughing.
Unscathed.
Like.
Unscathed.
Even in that moment, if you really wanted to do that, you just made it so much worse for yourself. But also, Jada, you made this 10 times worse for yourself because now the whole open marriage is getting blown to bits because of your decisions and yours, Will, on how you wanted to have your marriage. There, I saw a bunch of comedians tweeting, and they were like just all these
I need
comedians,
to see a Bill Burr.
and they go like fucking I forget her name, dude, but she tweets and god damn it, and she goes open marriages seem fun.
It's very fun.
But like sarcastically.
Yeah, no,
like,
very fun.
Like, yeah, that seems fun. What you guys just pulled. Like, Jada, you're getting put on blast for this.
Like,
and Will,
like, this is my
you just
wife.
wrote-
I have kids by her, but it's open. She's getting railed by other guys, but this guy just offended her, and she's looking at me like, do I hate her?
So like,
oh,
here's the
it's
thing.
ugly.
Here's
It's
the thing.
just ugly.
Here's the best quote of this entire statement. Everything that we've been saying. Here's the best thing. You can fuck Will Smith's wife, but you can't joke about her.
No, sir. Off limits.
Where does that make sense?
Off limits.
Where in the fucking world does that make sense?
The only counter argument is like the only counter argument is you have sex in the bedroom. No one else should be there. And then this is the Oscars. That's the only counter argument. The only counter argument that you could possibly have, which is still a weak counter argument, but it's just an absolutely ridiculous situation. I love that. We just got to appreciate that we can get some entertainment like this sometimes. It was a little bit of a slow night. No one gives a shit about the Oscars. Like, I seen people tweeting like, let us not forget this about the biggest moment in Oscars history, and it's that fucking selfie with fucking I literally forget their names. I actually forget their names. It was like Bradley Cooper and like a bunch of I literally forget who was in the picture, honestly. But that's the most iconic moment in Oscars history. We kind of needed Will Smith to act out like this, guys. Let's get some more publicity.
This got us some views.
Like, come on.
Like,
I actually might watch 30 minutes of the Oscars next year just to see what's going on. I'm not gonna watch the full thing.
The biggest thing though
You'll
is
get
like,
my view though. My one view it counts.
I just want to understand like where if you're Will Smith, like where do you go from here? You know? How can you begin to try to rebuild those bridges? Like,
Already rebuilt.
But here's the thing.
Chris Rock's tours tickets are going through the roof. I'm sure the next movie that Will Smith is in, through the roof. This was very well
but like
planned.
what's pissing me off
very
though
well executed.
is like if this was like athletes and they did that in like a setting like this, not on the field,
Right.
not on the court,
Crucified.
like they're losing brands.
Crucified.
Their sponsorships are gone.
Crucified.
It's the same as being like, oh, cancel culture. You're gonna lose your Puma sponsorship. You're gonna lose your New Balance sponsor, whatever the hell it is, right? So I'm saying if that is from an athlete's perspective, if it's those guys in their perspective, then they're losing sponsorships. But we're the talent in the industry. We're in the entertainment. It's the big biz. We're all in Hollywood. We're in Los Angeles. Like no one cares. Like, we're just gonna go sell tickets and sell tour dates and everything you
It's
just
funny
said.
because like it's like the I guess I'm using the wrong words here, but it's like the residual money argument and like the right now money argument. It's like their names get a little more protected, I feel like, because I Am Legend you can still make money off of I Am Legend. You can still make money off of any movie that Will Smith has done. You can still make money off of Grown Ups. You can still make money
his
off of
son-
Madagascar, which they both were in. Like there's residual money with these guys, so I feel like they're almost a little more protected than like athletes a little more disposable.
Madagascar.
Like if Pat Mahomes goes up on the stage and smacks somebody, it's like, we can cancel Pat Mahomes because we have Justin Herbert. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
fact.
if Michael Vick hosts a dogfighting league in his house, not actually having it, but whatever, we can just replace. Lamar Jackson will come around in a couple years, and it's heinous. Like don't think I'm saying this because I think it's right. I'm saying it because that's like the actual disgusting reality. Like, these athletes are literally replaceable. But I'm still making money off Independence Day, Grown Ups, Madagascar, I Am Legend. So let's protect Will Smith in them a little more. It's a dirty game. It's such a dirty game.
Well, and let's keep in mind,
I'm the person that like, I like to just sit from like a third party view and just see how fucked the game actually is.
dude, his son was on tour too. Like throughout this time, he had I just saw a tweet and he was like, I'm canceling this day.
There's some things that like there's some things in place. I'm like, there's no way this isn't all planned. I'm just a little bit of a skeptic. You know what I mean? By default.
Like, here's the other thing. Like, if I'm Jaden and I'm his son, and you know I'm watching this live or I see these clips, I am not proud that that's the show that my family name is on right now. I'm not proud of that at all. And then you, Jaden, you want to go and get yourself involved by saying this is how we do it. Do what? What your mommy's been doing? Do what? Other men? Put this whole family on blast? What are you talking about? Do what? So I'm telling you, like, this shit has just made me so fucking livid. And the decision-making process that Will Smith had to have gone through, and then he wants to sit there when it's all quiet, and he's screaming, saying fuck, like, in front of all these prestigious people, everyone who deserved to be there, was nominees, all these people, and you are sitting front row pulling that shit. Like,
that's not your girl, homie.
Like, yeah. Dude, I saw it was some athlete.
Girl,
dude,
homie.
it was some athlete. I forget who it was, but it was some athlete. It was like, I think it might have been a Chargers player or a Patriots player. I don't know. I saw the tweet and he was like, damn. He literally goes, damn, I couldn't see my stuff sticking up for another man's girl like that.
Bro, right.
Yeah.
Real shit. Like, he deserves it. Like, Will Smith deserves
That's what you deserve an Oscar for that comment right there.
Listen, dog. Like, let me not get too deep on my podcast. But there's some guys out there. I hope y'all got my back the way Will Smith got my back. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. All right. We're done. That's probably the most like controversial type shit that we've talked about, but everyone's in agreement.
Should not have said that.
Okay. Yeah, Will Smith.
There's definitely some people like if they watch this just connecting dots. Like, oh shit.
He said, "Come on, homie, can't get his dick back."
Oh, bro, we don't gotta talk about Embiid yet, but we don't gotta talk about Embiid.
I saw that clip back. I was crying.
Yo, comment if you guys are tired about me talking about Embiid or not. Like, I actually want.
Yeah, facts. Like, comment, and subscribe on every single video that you
Yes, sir.
see,
Yes,
please.
sir.